Hello and welcome, retards, to episode number 76 of Talking About Real Shit podcast. Technically, we should be on 78. That's where we're at because we missed two episodes. Sorry about not having an episode last week.
I had surgery on Monday.
She had surgery. Yeah, we're just fucking worthless. My name's Dennis. Her name's Zena. We're back.
We're back from the dead. Again. Part 3.
I wish I had I just showered again, and is my nose look better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I looked like fucking Artie Lang for a bit. My nose was so fucked up. I was actually kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. I was like Googling a lot, like, to be like, is this fucked?
Like, is your nose fucked?
I thought I was going to become Michael Jackson.
What did they say? I'm going to call you Voldemort.
Yeah. Is that what he does?
No, like, you shall not be named.
Oh.
Like, I'm not supposed to say his name, so I was all freaking out.
He took me over.
He's trying to glupak.
Yeah, it's so you had surgery.
I had surgery.
I was gone for the weekend, so we were gonna do it on Sunday, but I was in Washington for an event, and then you had surgery on Monday, and we just didn't have. There was and then I didn't want to do another solo episode because I didn't know.
Too sad.
Huh?
You guys too sad to be by yourself on the podcast. So,
yeah.
Since we have no guests.
Well, because it's weird. Well, yeah, that too. Because it's weird to do like I can do a podcast like this where I'm just talking and you don't say anything, but you're here, right?
Yeah.
I can do that. But when you're just fully by yourself,
it's like you're talking to yourself.
Which I do all the time when I stream, pretty much. Like, no one really watches me, so I'm always talking to myself no matter what. I think I'm gonna be schizophrenic in the future.
Or something.
Something's gonna be fucked. But it's hard to do it on a podcast form.
That's why I'm here to save the day.
You're here to save the day.
So what you're saying is you need me to keep this show running.
Well, I just need someone to keep this show running. I'm kidding.
How was Washington? You want to go with Washington or you want to go with my surgery?
Let's do... I don't really care.
I don't either. Go with Washington.
Okay. I went to Walla Walla, Washington.
Was it good?
It was like the city sucks. Like
Why?
It's not even a city.
Is it shitty?
Oh yeah,
it's a shitty city.
So it's kind of crazy because
pull up Walla Walla on Google. Walla Walla.
Walla Walla.
Is there a Walmart in Walla Walla?
Yeah, there's
Walla Walla Walmart.
It's smaller than Twin Falls, but
what?
But when you put it in perspective, Twin Falls is like getting fucking big fast.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
I've
fucking
never been
wild.
There. I mean, I haven't been there in a while.
Yes, it goes. Okay, so Walla Walla is population-wise smaller, but it feels so much bigger when you're driving in it because there's like a freeway that kind of splits in the middle, kind of like here. Like there's a freeway like in the middle of town, and it's like that there too.
Right.
So it feels like when you're in it, you're like, oh shit. And then the downtown has like one bigger building, which like makes it feel like it's more like
it's like up.
Yeah, you know. And I was like, but it's smaller. But it's okay. It's actually really cool. So the drive up there, is this frozen again? Why is this freezing up? Everything's breaking. Like, I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. Everything's ruining. Okay. So, like, going towards Walla Walla looks really, really cool. Like, I really want to take my drone out. Because it's
looks really pretty.
Yeah, it has, like, all, like, the circle crops, too, and things like that. It looks really, really cool. Like, and it's really yellow when you're driving towards it. Like, you know, off the freeway and you're driving. It's just, like... endless like these, like it's like this. It's like so yellow. Looks really, really cool, right? Really, really Walla Walla, you know. But the downtown was kind of like it's small, like it. They have this building there, you know. So like it makes it feel like
it's bigger, like it's like something.
Yeah,
it looks like a college town.
I think it is. It is actually a college town. Yeah, like one of my old coworkers plays basketball. Well, I don't know anymore, but he was on the basketball team in Walla Walla.
It looks like a college town. That's pretty.
But yeah, it's smaller, like population wise. I think it's like almost. Let's just say there's like the metro area is I think 60,000. Twin is like 100,000.
Okay.
So it's almost double the amount of people in Twin rather than Walla Walla. But I was there just for mainly.
Wait, Twin is 100 or this is 100?
Twin is 100.
And this is only 60?
Yes.
So Twin is bigger?
In the metro area, yes. And the city as well, too. This one's slightly smaller when it comes to actual Walla Walla citizens. But it's cool. Like, it was a cool...
Where'd you stay at?
My car.
Okay.
I was in my car. But yeah, it was a drift event.
How was it staying in your car all weekend? Did you get to take a shower?
So they have cold. So I always like bring like I always just have water and then I shower myself, like ghetto showers. I do it at the parks here too. Like when we go play basketball and stuff, I bring a gallon of like hot water. I just put really hot water, leave it in the sun. I always have a Necesset in my car, so I have like deodorant, the Irish Spring, this toothpaste, fucking everything. Right, I got everything in my car all at all times. When we go play basketball, I'll clean myself up.
You're all like getting naked, like washing your butt crack and shit.
Like it's in the pool and stuff.
Just in the pool. At the splash pad at Settlers, you know.
I'm just there.
All washing your ass crack.
But this place had like outdoor showers, but in those wooden I feel like I've seen it like in. I felt like it was like it was in like the Wild West, you know, it was like wooden outside, freezing cold water, like it's just coming out of the fucking it's just But I did it once, like in the morning it kind of sucked, and then on Sunday night when I was done, I was like fucking walking, it was so hot. I just went in there all clothes just soaking fucking wet in the cold. Nothing felt better than that.
So then you just got in your wet clothes in the car?
Well, I wasn't done yet. By the time I walked in my car, it was almost dry. That's how fucking shitty it was.
It was that hot?
It wasn't as hot as here.
Was it humid?
It's not humid. It was just like super sunny. Like there was just sun and a slight breeze. But cool track. The Villains Sportsland track, super cool. Was finally in a high-powered drift car. That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
But fun as fuck.
You were inside of it?
Yeah, I would love. I'll put some footage up here as I'm talking about it because I'm like in the corner of the GoPro footage and you'll see me like fucking trying to hold my camera. That gimbal did not hold up. It was like the camera was like, nope. Don't bring
I would have
gimbal
freaked out in that.
You would have freaked the fuck out in that because that shit was so. I've been in like a regular like V6, like kind of a street car. This was like a purpose built drift car. Let me pull it up real quick. It was All right. It was this car right here. This one.
Oh yeah.
So this is how the track is. So yeah, I'm in this one. It's V8 power, like pushing a bunch of power.
Is that you taking the video?
I'm on the camera, like doing this stuff here. But I don't know if it'll show another entry, but that was her first time in the car too. She was terrified after, but it was so much fucking fun. But it's very scary, especially going down there because it goes down. And you'll three-wheel it, and then you're going to that like on that wall there, that first drift that you saw. This one you're going like 60 or 70. You're going 60 or 70 sideways towards a fucking wall. It is, and that terrifying. Like the G-forces of shit it's just shifting you. Like if you don't wear a helmet, you're fucked. Your head's gonna bash that roll cage, and you're gonna be fucking unconscious or retarded.
Is your head already banging the cage?
So some people have like seats with like bucket seats, like race seats is what they're called, and like they're literally a bucket seat, like you're sitting in them. His is like a pure metal one, and like you're in there, and then like it's like sometimes it's like around your helmet too, so like it can't even move that much because when racing you don't want to be like moving your head too much, but you're in a 4-point harness, like everything's harnessed like a fucking roller coaster, like that's how it is, those car seats. But this was just like a regular car seat, but I'm like harnessed down hella hard in this thing, but those G-forces are just fucking kicking you. You're
Did
going
you get
70
nauseous at all?
No. It was like the worst part. I wasn't really scared for myself. I was just more scared of the camera. I don't have the footage here. I can't just really pull it up real quick, but I'll post it on the episode. I hold on. I might be able to find it real quick. Hold on. So I was kind of terrified of the camera because how I had it was like this, right? I was holding it like this, and I have like the handle, and every time because I'm holding, like my hands were just soaking wet at the end.
I bet.
And like the way I'm holding it, like it would unscrew itself, right? Which isn't a big deal. It's still on there, but then like I don't have anywhere else to hold on to, so I'm like trying to tighten it like within the turns, and like the gimbal couldn't keep up at all. Like I put my hand thinking up, and it just like it just can't. Like it's way too much force.
Right.
But like you can kind of see right here, like you'll see, I don't know why my computer's running like shit, but like I'm holding the gimbal and we're going, so I'm trying to hold it straight. Gimbal can't do it, even in these turns, you're going quick. And then let me pull up this shit's not working at all. Because he's a bigger guy, I told him, I was like, how the fuck are you fat? I was like, I feel like I lost 10 pounds fucking sitting in the car for 5 laps and you're out there for way more, you know.
Right.
But like, so you're e-braking, right? So you're going in this straight, pretty quick, and then so you're initializing, right? And I'm trying to hold the gimbal, and that's just like all over the place, right?
Right.
I can't even fucking contain it. But yeah,
Is
you're
it
going
cool
like,
being able to get in, like do that?
oh yeah, it's hella fun. It's super super fun, and like being able to like shoot in places that normally you can't like stand and watch and stuff. But like the straightaway here, you're going like right here, you're going 60. You're going like 50.
I feel like that would
60.
make me nauseous.
I don't think it'll make you nauseous. I think it's just like it's really a lot of people like it. Like so many people that go to these events and stuff, they're like, even if it's their first time. I know like a friend named Bobby, his mom was like a huge supporter in this, and like she fucking loved, and she's like older too. She's like in her like upper 50s, lower 60s, you know, and she's like going in these fucking cars all the time. And like her son's a very good driver. Like he just moved to Florida to do like more major shit.
That's
and
cool.
He's a really good driver, and she like it's scary, but it's so much fun. It's like a roller coaster. Like once you go in it, like it's like, oh shit, okay, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
But it's wild just because like a roller coaster, it's like, even though you know like what's gonna happen, you don't know what's gonna happen, but like it's like all like for you. But this is like you have a lot of trust in this fucking driver, right?
You could die.
So not really. Like you can get in a crash pretty bad. Like it's all roll cage, you know what I mean? So like you're pretty relatively safe,
right?
You know, all especially in those like more built cars and stuff like that. But it was fun. It was a fun event there for 3 days, and met a lot of cool new people and. Pretty fun. Can't wait to go on the next ones.
Do they have another one upcoming? Or?
They have one in September, but I think so. That guy, the one that I was showing you, like he wants me to do a lot of stuff for him now. He lives in Spokane, and the guy who invited me out there was from Spokane as well. And they want to go into like more of the amateur pro stuff.
Hey, but you can move to Washington.
No, I'm good. But like, it's like they travel a lot and they want me to go with them and stuff. I gotta talk to him, but I think we're gonna go to that No Coast one in New Mexico in September, rather than this one in September. I was supposed to go to New Mexico last year, but I didn't. I went to
Danny said that'd be cool.
It would be cool. That's because that's the last event that's happening. It's called No Coast. It's the last one, and I would love to go like to that one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. The main reason I want to go is it's by Albuquerque.
Oh.
And the reason I want to go there is I want to go visit all the Breaking Bad places. You know Breaking Bad, the show?
Yeah.
Because that's where it was filmed.
Yeah.
I want to go to like his house, the chicken, Los Pollos Hermanos. I want to go there.
Do they have the chicken place actually for
real? It's called Slinker or something. It's called like I forgot what it's an actual restaurant.
Oh, okay, but they just like changed the name on it.
Yeah, it's just changed the name on it. It's like Slinker. It starts with an L, an S. I just don't remember. But fun event. It was cool like always, and I gotta start doing those videos now for that. But it was fun.
How long is that gonna take to do all the videos for that?
Not long. I just finished the Magic Valley one because I was so fucking lazy doing it. So
dude, how do you have the motivation to keep doing some of this stuff?
It's fun, man.
Not just even that. Like streaming, when you're like, not a lot of people watch me, or like even like our podcast where you're like, like not a lot of people watch our views, but it's like, what's the motivation to keep doing certain things? Like, how do you not get unmotivated? Because like I get unmotivated. Like one thing doesn't go right in my life, I'm just like, dude, I can't. I am just over it. I'm done.
I'm with that with like weight loss. I'm so fucking mad. I want to get into that right now.
Why?
But the motivation part, it's like, I don't know. I like because it's something that like if you enjoy and like if something can happen from it, cool. But honestly, like meeting people like this and all that stuff, like that's the way you do it. Like I know a photographer. His name's Bobby, not the guy I was just talking about, but he's a photographer and stuff. Like he started like doing media stuff, and I'll tell you about another guy from here as well. This one's actually really fucking cool. But this Bobby guy just goes around with this drift driver. His name's Rudy Hansen, and I don't know where he's from because a lot of people know him from like here. I think he is from like Twin or maybe Salt Lake. I don't know, but I know like a lot of people know him in this area, and now he's doing like bigger shit in the drift scene. Like he's winning these competitions and going to these and like they just travel around the country, and like he's his main media guy, and that's him. Like that's his job.
Awesome.
Like that's what he does. But there's the other guy. His name's Brandon, and he used to do like a lot of he was at this Magic Valley event, so he'll do stuff, but he started doing a lot of like concerts and stuff, and he was just in Europe, fucking London, Paris. He went to Budapest, I think. He was
doing the media stuff for like for
certain
concerts and stuff.
He's touring with a certain artist.
Oh, that's cool.
Like an EDM artist and stuff. I was
How do you even like get stuff like that?
This is what you do. People start liking your shit. You're like, hey, let's fucking, you have to start from somewhere. And that's why I was so disappointed at, even though it's harder work and like, it just, there's no way it can work out. But like the whole YouTube thing I wanted to do with that guy in Jerome, right?
Right.
So his YouTube channel, has that following and stuff, and like they stopped it. And like I really want to push to start doing that, and like it was there, like we were gonna do it, and I made videos for it. But the like for all the shit that he does and the lack of communication that we had, like it's just no way of happening. So I was like, okay, that's not gonna happen. But that's how you start, right? You just start, and you start from nowhere. Like for these guys, right? It's and I'll tell you stuff like off air that I don't want to talk about here publicly, but. Like you just meet these people and then it just kind of starts from somewhere. Like we're both starting from nowhere, not like nowhere, but like you have some kind of following, because the only way you can get sponsored and go to these events is if they see your shit. Right. No one's going to sponsor you. They will, like but someone's going to sponsor you a lot better when you have like things to actually share and stuff. If you're just a good driver, like sure, you can still get sponsored, but it's a lot easier to get sponsored when your videos are getting posted online because now your fucking actual company's being sponsored. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you get these sponsorships a lot easier, but like because we talked about, like I never met this guy, right? He's friends with the guy who invited me, but I never even met that guy. He just saw my shit from like the Twin Falls stuff. He's like, hey, like come out to Villains. Like I didn't even know where this guy was from. I didn't know. Then when like we technically met over there, like I saw him over there, but I didn't know anything of him.
So did you just meet this guy that you were in the car with just there at that event?
Like I didn't even know about this guy at all. Like, and then we just started talking on Saturday night and stuff, and like just going on, like, hey, like we got it, like I'm down. You know what I mean? Like if this shit's paid, I'm fucking down because. And I told him I was like, I do Uber, like the podcast shit, and like these are my jobs. Like so I'm free whenever. Like if I'm not getting paid from Uber, if I'm getting paid from doing this, okay, that's exactly what I want. So, that's how you do it. People see your shit, it's shared. I don't know how. I know that Brandon Kidd's been doing it for such a long time, but his story is kind of cool from what I've heard. I don't know him too much. I've like met him once, but he started off doing like recording like high school parties. Like just for fun, like when it was like instead of like drinking, like I'm sure he was and stuff, but like he would go to these parties and make like cool videos of them, just like memory style videos for people, and that like that's where he started, and you just get better and just start doing this, and then you grow out and you just keep fucking growing and doing that. That's how you start almost everywhere.
Right.
It's the same thing as music. You post music. How long are you posting music for nothing, and then someone sees you or this or that or whatever, you slowly become, or something pops off. That's just how it is.
Right. I think that's the thing, is like someone finds that purpose, like things that they enjoy. But that's the thing, is like I've never found that. I've never found a hobby I like.
Yeah, that's
never.
The hardest thing, because I really do.
I'm like old. I'm getting old.
Yeah, no, it's some people don't. Like some people just.
And then what do? You just work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life and you die?
That's literally kind of like
that's a sad life.
Sometimes people find. Sometimes it's not though. Like it all depends on what you do and what you do it for, right? Like some people like the more. I don't want to say boring, because I'm not gonna like talk shit about people like that, but like you have like people that go to college, get a 9 to 5, get good. Right. And then they just like they live their lives. They want the family life and this, that, whatever, the white picket fence and all that shit. Like they want that life, and that's fine for them. For me, I really don't care for that, especially not having responsibilities. Like I've said it, and I said it all the time. Like if something came up in my life where like I had an unexpected child or things like that, like that's all gone. Right. Unfortunately, right. Like I don't really have any other responsibilities other than like myself, kind of. Obviously like everyone has their responsibilities, but like it makes it a lot easier that way, right?
Because you can just like, oh yeah, I can go to.
And there's people that like, don't get me wrong, there's people that do have a kid and then they push it even further. Like if they're at least somewhere with it, like a YouTube channel or something where it's like unguaranteed of what's gonna happen. Shit like college is unguaranteed. You know what I mean? Like you never know, but like something that's even further unguaranteed, then they'll even push harder. It's like, okay, now I have to like, before it's like I can just kind of make it by and all that stuff. I'm doing okay. You think you're doing fine, but then you're like something fucking happens, and you're like, okay, shit. And now we have to put this on overdrive, and then you start that, right? And then it pushes you to start another business, like an actual one or whatever the fuck you're doing, right?
But how do you find like the thing that you like to do?
I don't know. The thing is, like, for me, the way it works, and it pisses me off because like, we were kind of ingrained, and it's like I don't blame anyone around us because like we came from fucking nothing, but like it was kind of in a way ingrained, and I was like a bitch boy back then, and I still am. I'm a little bitch boy, but I was such a bitch boy where it's like the only thing is going to college or a factory job.
Right.
It's one of those two. There's nothing else, right? So remember when you got like your camera for school and all that stuff? Right. I loved using it, but I was like, what's the fucking point when I'm not going to go to college for that?
Right.
And no one's gonna pay me if I don't go to college for that. Right. And that's it. That was it. And then I'm like, and I love doing like I still have the photos from like 2014 when we went camping. I look at them, I'm like, damn, like these were pretty fucking good for someone that had literally zero knowledge of how to even use a DSLR camera. But like you just even at that age and like that fresh and new to it, I fell in love with it, and then I never did it again. Right. And then I would do like pictures on like my phone, and then I did like the YouTube stuff, and that kind of introduced me to it. But then when COVID hit, is like when I started doing this stuff, and it was like thanks to Adamine, like it was mainly him, like being able to, because I didn't even know these events were fucking happening, like the Magic Valley one, like that's close by, that's not a big risk. I drive there, spend $20 in gas, and if it didn't work, it didn't fucking work. Right. And it just kind of starts from there, and then you just like fall in love with what you do and all that stuff. But I like doing all this. I like entertaining. That's the thing. I love entertaining.
Well, yeah, you've always liked YouTube. That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, I don't know what my purpose is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Reading books. It's not a purpose. It's a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like purpose either. It's like, I don't know. I don't have anything that's like I would want to wake up and do this. Like nothing. It's like literally like what would you call that? Someone that's lost? Hopeless in a hopeless in a hopeless world,
I don't know, because that's the thing. Like it's hard to say like what, because I know someone that's similar to that. It's I'll blink his name out, but
okay.
I like and I'll blur for example, like they're and all that stuff. Like, well, that's whatever. Like it's gonna be all beef right there. But no, like I feel like is motivated more into a way where like he has like a passion for stuff, whether like whatever it is, like he loves like the stock market, he loves like investing, he loves that, and like that's that's something, right? Like you're working towards it. If you can do that fucking full time, cool, that's great. Right. And like like all that, like on the other hand, it's like harder, you know what I mean? Because he likes the whole like streaming stuff, and I pushed him multiple times. Like we'll tell him deals, or like I'll let him borrow my Oculus, things like that, or no, Oculus, my capture card at the time, and all this stuff, like trying to like stream, like when I don't stream when it comes to just like to stream. I haven't been like recently because I just barely set this all up because I've been lazy all fucking week, but like I'll stream it if I'm playing games. I'm not on a schedule. I'm not like putting myself out there to like that's not my job, right? If it became a job, cool, but it's not. So like if I'm playing video games, might as well stream, right?
Right.
It's like the same thing as, I don't know. It's like if you're going to most likely be in a crazy like car crash, right? Might as well record it and see if something can happen from it, right? Like it can get viral or something. That's the reason I do it. It's not like I'm just playing games with my friends. Might as well record it.
Right.
That's when it comes to streaming. That's how it is for me. So it's not really like I'm going out my way. Right. And I still am. Like I've spent the money on extra things, and I'm still like invested into it. Like obviously you can't just stream and do without nothing. Like I've put a lot of time and everything I do like this, like it's all for that. So I've invested a lot of time and money into it. But when it comes to the time of now streaming, just click the camera, and that's why I feel like streaming is the fucking easiest career path. YouTube's a different story because you're recording, then you have to like all the small things, literally all the small things. You have to upload it to your computer.
Right.
Then you have to do this, and then you have to put it together. Then you have to release like.
But people actually make money off of streaming stuff.
Oh, millions of dollars.
But like just playing games.
Millions.
But like, who watches that?
Millions of people.
But like, how do you make?
I'll go on.
How do you make money off
now.
of that? Does our cousin still do it? The girl cousin?
I don't think so. But like, the thing is, you make money off of it if people see. Everything is what people see.
But what if you don't have followers? No one's gonna see it.
Then you don't get anything.
How do you get followers? But like those are all the things.
That's
it's
the things, right?
How do you get followers? That's the biggest thing is how do you get followers? Because that's if you want to make it on anything, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, OnlyFans, selling feed pic, whatever.
Like this
you have
guy,
to have followers.
This guy XQC, I don't fucking like him, but for some reason 67,000 people are currently watching it right now. That might not seem like a lot, 67,000, because you see like a YouTube video with millions and whatever.
But these are actively watching people right now.
These are all the people just chatting, right?
Right.
These are people giving bits. There's people donating. This guy's making today, just in today, I can guarantee you he's making, it's fucking hard to say, but he's making more like probably what you make in a fucking year.
But like, okay, so how do people get?
You just do it and something happens.
Followers.
Like, he used to be a pro player. So this guy used to be a pro player, and that's kind of what it started, right?
Okay.
There's people like this guy, OnlyPixel. He's one of my favorites. I really enjoy watching his shit because he just does CS:GO stuff, right? He has a avid love of CS:GO skins. Like we slightly talked about CS:GO skins, worth money and all that shit. He's pretty much like. He's like when you have like a diamond and you want to go to see like where it's from and like a watch, right? You want to test if it's that's him with virtual skins on a game. He knows it, like he'll like detail and break it down to how much your skins are worth because stickers add this pattern adds that. There's just so much into it, and like that's what he started. He has the passion for that. He started streaming and just giving out people's like, hey, okay, like let me know what you think this is worth, and I'll fucking break it down for you. He's pretty much like a banker in this. It's weird.
Do you think I could gain followers by streaming me playing terrifying video games just because I would be screaming to death?
100%.
Screaming to death, being just scared shitless to do it.
Yes, because people love that's literally how PewDiePie, him.
Right.
Markiplier, have you heard of him by chance?
Yeah.
Markiplier, PewDiePie. That's literally where they started from. They played shitty ass indie horror games and we're just fucking that's it. That's what blew and like look at PewDiePie, like he has 120 million.
But you gotta keep doing that kind of shit.
You gotta keep doing it. Like that's
Is it like a daily thing?
It can be.
Multiple times a day?
Markiplier was posting 2 videos per day. It's still, I think, to this day. He has people can give him shit for what he does and all that stuff, and like I can too. But I can tell you right fucking now, that is so much work. I remember when I was posting once per day for a very long time, for probably 4 or 5 months. That shit is fucking hard. You know how hard that shit is? Especially when you have, like, a regular job as well.
Right.
Obviously, like...
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a regular job.
Oh, no, that's his job now. I'm just saying back then. When you start. Because you can just give up and then that's that.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, well, nothing came from it. But if you just keep fucking doing it, then you keep doing it.
Right.
But, like, it's... I don't know. It's you just got to keep fucking going for it. And yeah, like, when it comes to, like, streaming, again, is, like... honestly probably the easiest way to do it. That's like to me, like I'm not saying streaming is easy for the full-time streamers and stuff like that. I don't want to say any job is easy, but when it comes to it, like if I had the choice, like they were just like be successful on Twitch or be successful on YouTube, and not or let me rephrase that, be successful because they both live stream, be successful for live streaming or be successful for doing like contented videos. I would be happier doing contented videos because I like doing that more.
But it's easier to do streaming because it's live. You don't have to post it, edit anything. It's just whatever it is, right?
It is so much more work to do videos. Like I will put down that it's fucking it depends on what shit you do, but that shit can get up to like a million times harder to make a video rather than just live stream. And people live stream different shit. It's not just fucking games. It's people do music. There's this guy who does like scam calls, so like he'll call scammers and like fuck with them. Like you can stream anything. You can stream anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's not a limit to what you can stream.
So what you're saying is I need to get a setup like this in order to do that.
You don't have to have a setup like this, but you can go into the streaming world, especially with me and doing budget shit all the time. I can do like a get a pretty cheap setup built for someone. That would be my dream thing, is just setting people's studios up. I would love fucking do that with their dime. Have me pay for it.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure something out because I'm like, dude.
But that's the thing. If it's just figuring, what are you trying to figure out though? What are you trying to figure out? Passion or how to make money?
But both.
Exactly. That's one thing that's slightly what will.
But what the hell do I like to do? You know me.
That's the thing, because you can have something that you love to do for money,
and it won't make you money. But there's there's something that you love to do, and it won't make you money off of it.
Well, that too. But if you're doing something that you still don't like doing for money, you're still gonna be like, fuck, like this sucks.
But it's like, shit, I got money then.
But it depends though. Like, what is money to you? Like, if it's still like barely getting you by and shit like that, because I love this so much, honestly, like I say it all the time. If I can make $100 a month just doing this kind of stuff, like that's like, if I can get to that, because that's like it's kind of like when it comes to like becoming like a billionaire, right? Like you talk to any, like you not talk to, because I'll never talk to anyone, but like you watch like all these interviews of like billionaires. I'm talking about like big time people. What was the hardest money for them to make? Was it their fucking first million, or was it their first billion? It's always the first million. The first million is the hardest to fucking make on a regular basis. You can make a quick mill and be done. Like on Twitch, like even YouTube. Like when I posted the fucking video of Victor with the thing, like I made $200 from that. Like that, like whatever. Like, but that was a one-time like viral hit. But what's gonna come from it? Like something or nothing, right? Same thing with Twitch. Like I've gotten payouts of like $200 from like small donations over time, bits, people subscribing, this, whatever, like over time. And I'm talking about, like, if I break it down, I've streamed for like 600 hours or some shit, probably even more, but I've gotten paid like 150 for that. Like when you break it down, I made like a cent per fucking hour. Like, it's nothing, but you get that payout. But to make that like a regular basis where it's like, oh, I'm making $100 a month now. I'm like, oh shit, like that's where you see that growth, and then like you'll see it continue to grow, and that's something. It's always that first initial
right. Well, of course, like it just like takes. But that's the thing is like me, like I'm just even trying to figure out like what that, like I don't want to like keep doing this like every day. I just feel like I'm just like in a funk.
Yeah.
I don't know if it just like there's like a full moon is going on or what, but like shit.
Some people find regular jobs that they like enjoy.
I don't have that.
I know. So some people find regular jobs that they enjoy.
Do you think
our cousin is kind of an example for that. Doesn't make the best money, but he genuinely enjoys what he does. Like he genuinely enjoys being a piece of shit, right?
But like
it's so that breaks it down to like, because you can have people there's people that love their job but don't make that much, so they don't move on. There's people that make a shit ton of money but fucking hate their jobs, and like they're still depressed and it's fucking whatever. It's just all kind of depends. Like if you the dream is obviously if you find something that you love and you can make regular money for it.
Of course, that's
the thing. Most stuff that like things that I love, it's all gig business, right? So it's like sometimes it's shit, sometimes it's all okay.
I'm just like I think it's just like the whole like I don't know.
Trying to focus on the shit.
It would just be nice to like find something, even if it just like okay, it doesn't take too much time out of my day, right? It's something I can only devote like not. But that's the thing is, if you want to make anything out of anything, you have to devote a lot of time and sacrifice of unpaid time. I understand all that, and I wouldn't mind doing that if I knew what the hell I was doing. What about opening up a dropship store? Is drop shipping easy?
I've tried it.
Is it hard?
It's like the thing. It's everything's hard if you don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it.
I have like I don't even know if the website's still up, but I had a name for it. I had.
What products were you doing though?
I was gonna do like LGB, like RGB stuff. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, I think that domain broke. But this was my website. Oh no, it wasn't this. It was hello dot store or something shop. I don't remember what it was, but
that's not hello. That's X.
I know that's how that's that, and then the logo was this was the logo for it. If I can find it, it should be under. I don't know where that logo is, but I had a logo for it and everything. And
I just don't know. I don't want to keep doing.
It just
depends,
and that's another thing. It's just like that's a very other hit or miss thing. You put a lot of fucking time into. You're still doing like fucking boring job. You're still doing stupid shit. Like because the thing is you probably saw that like online and it fucking worked
of course,
out for a lot of people. The thing is there's a lot of people that shit does not work out for.
Right.
It's I don't know, like this whole push. That's the one thing that like even though it helped me out, that's the one thing I fucking hate. Kind of what COVID did was it like.
Had so much more people do these kinds of things.
It had a lot of people
oversaturated it.
Oversaturated. Not even that. Like it's just people have like, which is good. Like don't get me wrong, I like it, but at the same time, like we've talked about it before, like everyone needs like every society needs shit jobs, and like people are just overvaluing themselves too much, and people are overvaluing what their things are worth. That's why the whole like used market for everything kind of sucks. Like it just all. I don't know. It pushed that, right? Like it pushed the whole push for, having more self-worth and stuff, which is fine. I get that. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's made it harder for people because then like, you see like these TikToks of like, oh, I make money from fucking going to Walmart and selling this shit on Amazon. I make fucking trillions of dollars per fucking minute. But it's like I've low-key done that stuff before COVID. Like I did buy, sell, retrade shit all the time. I would do it with shoes. I would do it with things that like I know, and that's the one thing that I've been saying I want to do it, but like I keep because like I work late Fridays. I want to go garage garage selling and shit like that, yard selling, whatever, and just finding random stuff to like resell it and stuff. But like like if I'm slow during my work and stuff, I'll go to like a pawn shop real quick or a thrift store and just like kind of see stuff.
How do you know what you can resell? I guess you got to research like the
thing
worth
is you got to
of
know the stuff that you're worth. For me, my whole basis is mainly computer parts, computer things like camera stuff, things like that. That's like the general realm where I'll be at, because I don't know, I can get this fucking thing and I have no idea what the fuck it is. That's the thing, you need to stick in your own thing, right? Then you have all those people that do that, like the whole Amazon bullshit. Like, don't get me wrong, there's people that get it done, but like when you see like they make like, oh, I make 50,000, it's like, what the fuck? How the fuck are you pulling that much money out? Like either it's fucking bullshit or it's like an actual, you're making it seem like it's just you doing it, but you have an actual like
team of people, like business,
fucking doing it.
That's the thing, is not knowing. It's because it's like there's if you, that's the thing though. It's like if you don't, I don't know. A lot of things out there is they'll say like they make a shit ton of money. It's like.
The thing is like and don't get me wrong, there probably is a lot of people like I know there's a lot of people that make a shit ton of money. Like that's. Like I meet these people in the drift scene and all that stuff. Like a lot of them make a lot of money. Then that's why they're able to do things like that. Like, you know what I mean?
What do they do for a job?
Huh?
How do they make their money?
Whatever it is. Like some people don't make that much money, and they just that's the one thing I love about the whole like drift community. And I know like the whole like car community can be like this too. They don't make that much money, but that's their sole like thing that they love. Is either like the drifting or time attack or whatever the fuck it is. They will put fucking everything to it to make that shit run or like happen or just like and the thing is that shit will break immediately. Like that's the whole thing with drifting and stuff is you build it, you'll push it to the fucking limits and it breaks
and you spend
and then people love that. Like people will go to these events and not even drive their cars. I'm like, you paid, so you it takes a lot of money to get here because you're towing this shit with a fucking truck, right? So now you're towing this thing. You came out here. You didn't even drive, and you paid to drive technically because you were working on your car the whole time. And they'll say they have had the best fucking weekend they've had in a very long time.
All right.
That's how passionate they are into it, right? There's people that like love to drive. That's like, and I love filming that passion. That's why I love that whole community of that, because it's like it's just very cool to see people like get along and get together and not bullshit. Like it's kind of like this new world of like you're outside of the world of bullshit, right? And so it's really nice about that. That's one thing I really love about it. But it's like, so I know for this Festival of Speed event, like one of the guys, like he quit his job to make it his car fucking run at this event. It's not a major event. It's fucking one event in Twin Falls, Idaho, but he's from here, and he literally quit his job. Like I think he works at construction. Like he's not like a lacked off worker and just like quit. Like that's how passionate he is. He's like, you know what? I'll find another construction job. I gotta get this fucking car to run. He
Right.
sacrifices a shit ton of stuff to make this. You know what I mean? And that's one thing. So like, if you're really passionate in something, like you'll give an arm and a leg.
Right.
You know, you'll sell your soul to the devil.
Right. That's the thing is, like, how do you sell your soul to the devil for money? How do I do that? How do I get into this Illuminati business that all the celebrities are in?
If the Illuminati was real, I would so do it. But no, it's like, that's the thing. You just have to find, like...
I got nothing, man.
That's the thing.
I got nothing.
Some people will never find anything.
And I don't think I will.
It's hard. Like I said, the guy I was talking about earlier, it's like... I've tried to help him and things like that when it comes to it, but it's like... Sometimes just... I don't know.
You just kind of get that you're just dealt.
And like, you just like, you talk to them and it's like, for me, it's sad to see because like, I do have that passion for something.
Right.
And it's like, whether it grants me success in my life or not, I'm going to die happy knowing that like I went to these events
and you pursued
and
like
did
your passion.
this shit and pursued this stuff.
Right.
And I can die poor. That's fine by me. I can care less. Right.
Right.
And the thing is, like, when it comes to all this stuff, like, I do sacrifice a fucking lot to do these things. Like, you see these people that, like, you know, people that I knew from high school and all that stuff, like, doing this or doing that. And I don't put myself on, like, a pedestal of, like, oh, they're, like, going out here and doing this. Or, like, I don't know what the fuck half of them do for jobs. I have no idea. But it's, like, I'm trying to make something work with this. And it's, like, I don't know. Like, to me... You know, I don't know. It's weird.
Amelia likes to take my phone and make videos, and she'll always she'll make 3-minute videos of concocting something together, and then she's like, "Thanks for watching. Subscribe." So I'm like, maybe I'll live my life through her. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be that parent. Like my purpose is for you to do something with your life.
Well, then learn how to fucking edit.
Dance, I don't know how to do that.
I didn't know either. That's the thing. Like I see a lot of people like in the photography thing, right? Like a lot of when I go to these events, it's like 80% photographers, right? And photography, it's still hard, like it's still something, but it is so much easier. Again, like when it comes to like YouTube and making videos and streaming videos. At least to me, photos are millions of times easier to do. Millions of times easier. Right. You take a bunch of fucking... It depends on what you do. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's amazing photographers out there and all that stuff, right? But just to break it down, when you're working a fucking video, you're technically per second, this stream is running 30 pictures. That's how fucking video works. Right. It's just taking a shit ton of pictures and putting them together. It makes it look more fluid, right? So every second is 30 photos. So by the time this fucking thing is done, like an hour long or whatever, we're looking at millions of like maybe hundreds of thousands, I don't know math, but millions of photos technically, right? You know, you have to put all those together, and you know, even though it's put together, I'm not talking about podcasts because it's super easy to do, but like to at least grow, right? And that's why I kind of do both, so I can post, because like for me I made 500 photos, right? I took like 3,000 photos. I broke down the ones that I liked. I edited all those different things, whatever, did all that stuff. Did 500 photos, and now I technically can post one photo a day for a year and a half, right? Technically, if I want to on my Instagram. With a video, it's going to take me 5 times longer to do this thing, depending on what kind of video I'm doing. But it'll take me 5 times longer, and at the end of the day, I have one video that I can post once, and then that's that. It's so much harder and so much more time-consuming and harder work, and I feel like harder to grow at. But once people see it, it pops a lot more. Right. It's like, oh shit, like this guy's doing video. Like it's more than, oh, he just does photos and shit like that, right? But you gotta learn. Like I haven't I never took a class of I did one minor shitty class back in 7th grade of Photoshop. It was like computer whatever the fucking class was. Don't remember a smidge of that fucking class. And even that's like another sacrifice. Like, I pay for this shit. Like I pay for these programs. I pay, like right now I just downgraded because I don't need like all the Adobe shit. But I used to use my CSI. I've had Adobe for so long. I used to use my CSI credentials to get a student discount because it would be $20 for all the fucking programs a month, which is great because normally it's $58. So I pay $58 a month to do the podcast, to do the videos, to do the photos. I pay $58 a month. And now I just broke it down to do photos and then Premiere because I don't use After Effects, and that's something that that's something I would love to learn, but I'm in that zone of, I don't know how to do it. Because that's like another fucking realm now, because you're doing like 3D effects and shit like that. That's now a completely different realm of just doing video stuff.
How do you get past that? I don't know how to do it. I think to me, my mindset is if and this is so, and I get the wrongness of this, I totally understand, but it's like, I look at it and it's like, if I can't if it doesn't make sense to me, if I'm reading the information about it, and it doesn't make sense to me within the first 15 minutes or I watch something, I'm not even going to attempt it. That's fucked up, though, to think that way. Like, if it looks so daunting, like I'm like, I don't want to do it. It just looks way too complicated. I don't understand.
The thing is, it depends on what you're doing, because you can't look at that, because you have to look at things like that in a lot of things in life. You can't do everything unless you're like that one fucking guy that's like a NASA, Navy SEALs and all that shit. But you can't do all these things, right? I can't look at, it's the same thing to me in like sewing. Like, I can't put my time into fucking sewing and knitting because I put my time into this.
Right.
I can't spread myself so fucking thin, because that's what kills people.
Right.
Right? Like, that's what kills people. Like, even for me right now, it's still kind of like pushing me. It's like doing the podcast, which isn't like that much of a thing, right? Like, it doesn't take me too long, but it still does take me quite a bit of time. Like, obviously, you have to do the podcast, so that's like an hour and a half. I have to put it together, like whatever it is. It renders for like 30 minutes. And during that time, I make a, what's it called?
Like a thumbnail?
A thumbnail, right? And then you have to like, and it's not like anything major. Like I do like pretty, but like that creative mind has to come in. Like, what the fuck do I want to do? So like at least today I'll put like a drift car or whatever. But like, there's so many things that like, so many episodes where it's like, what the fuck do I put on this thumbnail?
Just put it drifting into purpose.
Drifting into purpose. That's the episode name. But like, you think of the name, you think of the description, write that down, do that, process it all over and all. So then you have to let it upload. Like, I can't just put it to upload and go to sleep, because then my computer's on all night and I don't like to have it on all night. It takes about like an hour and a half to fucking upload, or like an hour to upload this whole fucking video, because it's such a big file, right? All this shit. So like, it does take time. Like, it takes like, for me, it takes about like 4 hours of my time. Kind of, because it's not like, because when I'm rendering the video, I can't really do anything else on my computer, because it's consuming all my computer power into that one thing.
Right.
I can do little things here and there, but I can't like fully utilize my computer, like play a game, like while I'm waiting. I can't do shit.
Right.
So what the fuck am I gonna do? So it does take time. And then you have that, and then you have like the drifting stuff. Then you have like, you want to do your own videos and things like that. But like, when you spread yourself too thin, too much, that's what kills people.
Right.
Because like, I was
like
talking
burnout.
It's burnout. It's like, I remember a long time ago, like a couple years ago, or maybe a year ago, I was talking and he was trying to like learn Spanish. He was trying to learn French. He was doing the guitar. He was trying to do like the thing he's doing now with like not getting a degree while his girlfriend's in school, but to learn all this code and stuff to be able to do a software development job like what he's doing right now. Doing that, he's doing like all this stuff, right? He's doing all this stuff, and like then like hardly hanging out with friends, which is fine. Like, I get what you're doing. Like, I don't have any, because he always felt bad for like not hanging out with us at the time, because he hardly did. And I have zero, like, it's like, you're doing your own thing. You don't have to hang out with us. That's fine. But I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on something, right? All right. He like pretty much like broke down. Like, it was fucking hard. And I told him, I was like, you have to cut shit out.
Right.
Like, why are you doing the things that you're doing? French, it's like a cool language, right? Okay. Why are you learning Spanish? So I can speak Spanish with my dad before, like, you know, the end comes. Okay, that's a bit more important than learning French. Cut French out. You can always learn that. You have limited time to
learn Spanish and
speak your native tongue with your family. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna do one of those two, that one outweighs. Boom, there's that. Why do you want to learn this? Right? Break it down. Now you bring it down, right? So now you focus on less things and you do that. Right. So there is a lot of things that you have to look into. Like, for me, like when it comes to knitting, like for me to have like the patience, like I don't have that patience at all. And the thing is, you just can't learn everything. So when you do see something like that, that's I feel like what it is for me with like After Effects. Because like I know once I learn that, it's like, okay, this is fucking cool. Let's fucking apply this to everything. It's going to take even more time for the shit I'm doing. So that's kind of like why it's pulling me back. But because like I do get paid for doing these things, like, don't get me wrong, but like it's taken the pay away from, like, I could have just worked Uber and like made as much, or sometimes like Magic Valley was a lot less because that was actually really nice. That was definitely worth it. But like sometimes these events, it's like, okay, like it's what it is. So it's hard. that's like the hardest thing is like knowing if you're going to make money from that thing and then like putting your time and effort into that thing. Because to become a pro at something, like I'm not even close to that. You know what I mean? Like it takes so much fucking time and effort. It's like the same thing with drawing. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like when we draw and shit like that. Like, but I'm not going to take the time. I'm not going to, I have no desire to do that. And it's like, even for me, like doing like darkroom stuff with like a film camera and stuff like that. Like I get it and I like it. I do like that. I love the look of film, like on photos and things like that. I do. I genuinely like it, but I just can't. I cannot devote my time and effort to do something like that when we're in a digital world. And for me, like that's just where
that's more of like
that's
a
where
hobby.
my thing is, right?
Right.
So it's like, I'll pass. Like I would love to learn it one day, but it's like, one, I don't have the fucking room for that shit. I'll wait on that, right? That's something I can wait on. That thing will probably be here forever. Probably not. But, like, it's fine. If I die without knowing it, it sucks, but I'm okay with it.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's tough. It's just you have to find the thing. That's the biggest thing is you have to find the thing that you love. But
I know. I think mine also, too, is, like, being in a limbo. Like, I live, part-time here, full-time over there.
Yeah.
Nothing's really, like, mine in a way, you know? Yeah. My stuff's here, my stuff's there, my stuff's fucking everywhere and nowhere at the same time, you know? So then it's, like, when I'm here, it's, like, by the time I go to the bedroom, like, when we're done with our podcast or at night or whatever, it's, like, dude, I just have no fucking motivation to research or do anything because none of that shit that, like, I'm in a goddamn little ass room. Yeah. That 99% of it doesn't belong to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then it's like, I think a lot of that shit is like, if it's very like, it doesn't help with trying to like get motivated, you know?
Yeah. That's like another thing though, is like.
But I mean, that's just like a state of mind. That is the one thing you can control. Like, I could make the choice to be like, okay, you know what? Instead of just like laying around here, okay, if I'm really interested in whatever ... Okay, well, when I'm laying there, instead of watching stupid ass videos, I can learn about whatever the hell is I see that and I can like see it, but then it's like,
and it depends
I don't want to apply
it. That's the thing. Like, it depends on what you're looking at. Because if you're just like laying in bed and not like for me, there's no fucking shot in hell that I can like. You can give me a book on Adobe Premiere and I read it and it's like, okay, this is how you do this. There's no like I'm not a visual learner. That's why I always struggle in school. I am just not a visual learner.
You're more of like, I'm trying to figure out on my own.
If I'm doing this, like, if I'm like, okay, how do I... Once you learn the program, it kind of like comes down to like, okay, now I can just explore and find out what I need to do. But if there's a specific thing that I want to do,
you just Google it.
I will Google it and YouTube it and follow it, right? I will follow it until I learn it myself and know how to do it.
Right.
Right? So there's no way I can just like read an article or like even just watch the video and like on my phone, like if I'm just like laying in bed. You know what? Tomorrow in the edit, I want to fucking do this. All right, I'm going to lay in bed and just fucking watch this. I might as well just be watching a midget jerking his ding dong off. Like it has nothing, there is nothing coming to me from this.
Right.
And it's like this learning thing that I know how to use the program. I know what you're clicking there, but that's not how my mind works.
Right.
That's not how my mind works at all. I will have to learn that, like sit there and do it and follow it.
Right.
It's always better like at those hands-on classes, like workshops and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm better with that kind of stuff too, where it's like someone shows me how to do it, but it's like.
But like even you with reading books, like you can actually memorize things that like to me like I literally cannot sit unless it's something like interesting that like I'll read like an article about or something. I can't just sit there and read a book.
Right.
Like it comes to the point I'm just like reading and like my mind is just like thinking about something else, but I'm like reading the words that are on this page. But it makes zero sense. It's like it's like me just reading a list of fucking words that like are completely out of order, and then I'll be like, "What the fuck did I just read?" Like I'll go half a page, be like, "I have zero." Like if someone can quiz me and have a gun to my head, and be like, "Give me one snippet of information in this." I'll be like, "No idea." I have fucking zero.
I mean, I feel like I would have fun creating children's books because they don't take a lot of time.
Yeah,
they can be very simple. Like I just read a book with Amelia I got when she was a baby. Dude, literally 2 words per page, right? But it's just very bright. I paid $8 for that shit at the store. Yeah. But how do you where do you sell that at?
Get publishers and stuff. You have to have a good idea. See, that's the thing. You can't be lazy at this shit. You cannot be lazy. Like that's the thing. Like that's the problem.
But it starts with everything. It's like, how do I illustrate it? I'm not good at drawing, so I guess I can go on Fiverr and find someone and illustrate it.
You could.
But a lot like, how do I even like, you know?
You meet up with these people. I remember me and Luis, during COVID, he even came here. I didn't know how to fucking use this program. We wanted to learn how to use Blender, which is a great program for 3D effects. Right. Not 3D effects, but like making anything. People have made movies from this.
Oh yeah, you were showing me how to do the cones and stuff, how to make cones and the circles. Remember, you were like showing me something on. It was just during COVID. You were showing me something on the TV.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it was that.
But we were like, okay, we're gonna come here. We're gonna learn this program because we wanted to design a wallet. And we had
I remember. Yeah.
But like that was the thing though. It's like if you're not gonna really like go into it, then like don't even do it because there's so much to that when it comes to breaking it down, seeing if it's gonna work, making a prototype,
right? It's just
doing
too much,
manufacturing, all this stuff, and like you have to have like. It's not like it is a lot. It
seems overwhelming.
It is a lot, but you just have to talk to the right people. You gotta market. Not market, but you have to market yourself to other people to be like, hey, help me out with this. Like, who do I talk? Like, you have to just know other people, right? Like, you can't go into. I don't know. It's.
I could use the fact that I'm a licensed social worker to make easy storybooks for kids to tackle some of their emotions, but they're like easy, like fun, basic kids. I'll think about it.
It's all. You're not gonna do it. Just don't even do anything. That's the thing, though. It's like you have to.
I'm just a very unmotivated person, and I think I have been. And the only time I'm ever motivated is in fucking school, dude. That's it. Because
you have a deadline.
Because I have a deadline. That's the only time.
To me, I don't like that. I hate deadlines. Like, it's like, fuck you. I'll do it on my own time.
See, I'm not
hate school. I don't like it. Like, I truly, I do not like school. I really fucking don't like it. I never did. I just never liked it. But I was just unfortunately forced to think that that's the only fucking option there is to go. Don't get me wrong, and school's great for a lot of fucking people. School's great for a lot of people. Like, I'll never bash on anyone that does something for a specific reason. Everyone is different. That's the thing that this whole fucking shit is like pushing on us. We're all pushing that we're all the fucking same.
Right.
It's like, no, we're not all the same. Everyone fucking learns different. Everyone has different fucking tastes and shit. Everyone thinks that this one thing can be offensive when these people don't. Right. Don't fucking put other words or other thoughts in people's fucking minds and let them live.
Right.
That's the way, because it's like there's different. These people will find something offensive to this. These people won't, and these are the people that should be technically to these. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's different, and like the way you learn, the way like that's like school. That's why it fails so many people, because it's a one system setup. It's a one system setup, and that's fine. I don't want it to be a multi-system setup because we already struggle with how it is already. Like, we suck at all these fucking things compared to the world, right?
Right.
Don't make it more complicated. Do what you do. Those people that do fail are going to be the ones that own businesses, are going to be the ones that are crackheads on the road. And those people that did succeed, those ones will have the businesses, and those ones will be the crackheads on the road too. We're all the same, and we're all different. Right? It's like, I don't know. Like, the only way you can do it is like you have to just put your ass into it. What's that song? I was going to sing it, but you got to put your ass into it. I don't know how it goes. But it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and it's like it's hard when it comes to the motivating too. Like, I've been doing this stuff for a very long time, and I'll introduce a new thing and all this stuff, and it's like just nothing ever works out. Like, you don't get that extra that little bump that like when I like even like the TikTok that I made and stuff like I got nothing from that because these fucking assholes stole those videos and didn't post me into it at all. So like didn't even do anything for me, right? But it's like when you see like it's like, oh shit, like okay, like here's something, and it's like nothing happens from it. It can be very demotivating,
right?
Completely.
Yeah.
But when it comes to demotivating, I just wanted to say, well, we got to talk about your stint real quick.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not much to it, but like,
so I was doing good on weight loss, doing great, right? Like the week of going to this event, like great, like okay, now that my goal is going to be to lose 3 pounds, like when I come back to hit this milestone, right? I come back, I drank a ton of water. I didn't really eat that much. I was on my feet I was walking 25, 30,000 steps all day with a fucking camera, sometimes a backpack, hot, sweating, water. That's it, right? Come back. gained 6.5 pounds. I'm like, okay, cool, great. Maybe it's like whatever. Next day, gained another 4 pounds. I literally almost gained everything I lost in like that weekend and then like 2 days after. And I don't even know what I'm at right now because I'm so fucking pissed.
It's fucking unmotivating.
That's what, because it.
But I think
it shouldn't happen.
but that's what's crazy is, when people say like, oh, you have to eat more because otherwise your body goes in starvation mode. But you would still think like, okay, dude, if I am cutting my calorie intake by a shit ton and I'm increasing my exercise, even if like they even say walking is the best exercise,
Yeah.
and I'm increasing my water and everything else, that should make you lose fucking weight. Like that is scientifically, like there is no, especially if your body itself like burns X amount of calories just by living. So if I am underneath that, even if I am underneath it, or even just break even, that means I am maintaining. And if I'm literally just wake up and I sit and I don't move and I don't eat and I don't do anything, I'm maintaining my weight.
Yeah.
But you add all these other things I'm like that are positive things, and then you don't like lose the weight.
Yeah.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that was tough for me when I came back. I was like, okay, like
I don't get it
sweet,
for the fact that like when me and you first started, remember when we were like the COVID stuff and how hangry I got and like, just like tracking everything. And yeah, I lost weight. I'm not saying I didn't lose weight, but I haven't been watching really anything. And you know what I mean? But it's like you would think that you would like why even work so hard? I think that's like my pessimistic thing. Like, why even work so hard if I'm not even going to get any fucking results out of it? I guess to feel better. Did you feel better?
No, not really. Yeah, kind of. Not. I guess not. I haven't, like I said, I haven't weighed myself since. I've been like, okay, like let's fucking back off a bit.
But there is like those little.
But that's one. Like sometimes it hits me, man. Like even this stuff, it's like like when I say like $100 a month, like to even get paid for it. Like I've been doing this for when you really break it down. Like when you really, really break it down. Like, just, like, let me go on my Twitch real quick, because I just want to see how much hours of streaming I've had. But, like, this is just for Twitch, right? Should be here. Let's see. Insights, channel analytics. Want to do, like, all time.
When'd you start?
I don't remember, but I'm just going to go, like, 20. Okay, right there. So total, I have streamed 2,388 hours. Okay, that's how much I've streamed. So when you break that down to a calculator, so 2,338 hours divided by 24. So that's 97 days I've streamed and actively been online on this, right? 97 days, and that's just Twitch. Okay, the revenues that I've made money, but like I've made $200 or something, right? Like nothing crazy. I don't think it'll show. I don't know where it's at. So 2,388 hours. That's not including what I've done for YouTube, right? So that's probably like another 10,000 hours.
Oh yeah,
that I've done for YouTube, and that's not counting the podcast. That's another who the fuck knows, all that stuff, right? And I've gotten paid $450 for all that time.
But see, like, that is, like, impressive that you are still, like... But that's the thing, is you like doing it.
But it still will hit you. Like, I do enjoy doing the drift stuff a lot more than everything else.
Right.
I do enjoy doing that. But that's... The thing about the drift stuff is, like, I get paid from the people, right? So, like, that's... At least that's, like, an actual job.
Right.
So, for me, it's, like, easier and it's something cool, whatever. But, like... I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I am motivated, but sometimes there's fucking days where it's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
What the fuck's the point?
Like, what the fuck is, like, what is the actual point, right? But I don't know. Fucking, who knows? At the end of the fucking day, I'm just fucking blow my brains out. It doesn't even fucking matter.
You know what? If all else, at least you didn't have to get this pulled out of your pee hole. Okay.
Stint.
Yeah, so that was interesting. It probably smells like pee, whatever.
Oh,
I'm just going to show you how big it is, though. I don't even want to touch it. It's kind of gross.
I'm just watching it from fucking the camera.
Okay, fine. But this was up inside my pee hole.
It's pretty thick.
That's pretty thick, and that's pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Right? Surprisingly, didn't feel much of it, but you're like, don't touch me with that. So we're going to auction this off.
How was it taking it out? Yeah, that's going to be our 100 subscriber giveaway. How was it taking it out?
It felt just like pressure.
But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't horrible.
Okay.
But I was definitely freaked out. I did it fucking Friday morning. I woke up at 6 a.m, took my medication, pulled it out at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah. You didn't take anything for the pain or anything like that?
No, I had to take ibuprofen and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But after that was gone, dude, fucking normal. Yeah. My life is normal.
Good.
For the last 2 months, I've been literally every time I've had to go pee, crying.
See, that's the motivation. That's the motivation.
Tears were fucking coming out of my mouth. Out of my eyes. After that came out, I'm like, I can't wait to go to the bathroom now. Like, I'm excited to go pee. That's the motivation right there.
That's how motivation feels like.
That's how motivated I am now to drink more water, though, because I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah.
And did you know that roller coasters are one of the not best ways, but roller coasters are actually very effective on breaking down kidney stones because of the rattling and the jungling.
So drifting. That's why drifters don't have kidney stones.
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm still gonna. I think that yes, but by the time the year is done, I have to do the other side, which is going to have to go through my back. And I'm going to have a tube through my back.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But I'm going to enjoy not feeling like complete shit.
Yeah.
I think that also had a lot to do with my unmotivation. Because there for a while, I was like, okay, dude, I was going to the gym. I was, right? I was going to the gym. When I have a purpose and like a routine going for myself,
like, yeah, 'cause it was for like the other thing.
Like, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm like doing this and I have this going on. Like when I have some sort of routine, even if it's one thing or two things, even if it's something as fucking stupid as even though I don't want to, but I'm going to push myself to go. Remember how many times I'd be like, I don't want to fucking go, but I do it anyways, right? That right there already is like, motivation, right? I'm motivated
go where? Oh, the gym.
The gym.
Okay, yeah.
And then I would come back home. I would wash my face with everything that I had, like my whole routine that I had, right? Instead of just being like, I don't want to do it. But just even with those two things, fighting the easiness of being unmotivated, like just taking just like even like just one of those things and I'm pushing back like that I don't want to do it, helped me stay motivated in other areas of my life. But I think because I was like out of work for 2 weeks because I was sick and then I had to be out of work for my trip and then I had to have my surgery and then I was like shit, I have to be out for like a couple of days for that. Like you don't get paid for any of that time. I don't get paid for anything. So I didn't get paid for 5 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and then I forgot to bill one of the times.
Welcome to my life.
But then it was like, everything was out of routine.
Yeah.
Where it was like I had like Monday, Tuesday, I like work, and then these are the things I'm doing after work, and I bill on Thursday, and like I know what I'm doing.
So you like routine though? See, I don't like routine in a way.
I mean, I like routine. I don't like staying on routine. Like I like to have it open enough to where it's like, okay, I can fill in times with things I like doing.
Yeah.
I don't like having my schedule so full that it's like just like undesirable things the whole time. But when it's just like my open schedule, nothing, I will end up doing nothing.
Yeah.
I will literally end up doing nothing and wasting my entire day. And the more days I waste with that, the more the unmotivation like just sets in and it grows. And then it's just like sometimes really hard to just like be like, okay, I'm like gonna get better at that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. It's a struggle, that's for sure.
Goddamn struggles.
It's definitely a struggle, no matter what. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
Drifting out of hopelessness, accelerating to purpose. That's your fucking thumbnail.
Fucking A. But I don't know. It's sucks.
Or the villains of real life, which is unmotivation. And I don't know. I know it doesn't like because I think in my head, like I try to live like every day, right? Like,
well, we have to.
I mean,
if you don't live, you're gonna be dead.
I try to like not think too far ahead in the future, right? Because I'm like, dude, I can get hit by a car, like, but it's good to plan somewhat,
Oh, of course.
And of course, I'm not gonna go into this whole thing because it's already past an hour. But sometimes, with the way of everything is going, and the prices of everything, sometimes it's just a little bit hard to stay like hopeful and motivated. Whereas like before. And I get it. Like your thing isn't like you want the pick a white fence and everything else, right? Like that's not for you. But for me, but okay, not that. But like if shit to rent was more affordable, right?
I'd be out.
I would have more motivation to be like, oh shit, like okay, look. This is kind of what I'm wanting. This is the price range I'm looking for. Let me adjust things so I can, and like that would motivate me more.
Yeah.
Because I would have all this thing that's like my own space.
Oh, 100%.
And I get that a lot of people are in those same things. But I think like not having that and almost feeling like it's almost an impossible thing. So I even try, which is, again, not the best mindset. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I don't want to pay $3,000
next year,
for fucking rent.
Next year.
Next year's gonna be different.
Next year, you better start saving. Next year is when you're gonna buy a house. I'm telling you, people are gonna fucking be bankrupt. People are gonna drop bankruptcy.
And I'm again. We always talk about the shit we're grateful for. We don't have to I get it. I'm grateful for the things that we have. I'm grateful for us to have this. I would hate to feel the way I'm feeling and literally be like I'm being evicted in 2 days and I literally have nowhere to go. And I can't imagine being in that situation. But and I think a lot of people are a lot of them are struggling with what the fuck am I doing?
Good. I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that. I can give a fuck less. You know what? I'm actually, and this is just because a scav killed me today on Tarkov. We were looting a fucking airdrop, and this motherfucker killed us that shouldn't have killed us. And because of this, my whole life has changed. Fuck everyone else. That's
not changed. It's been the same.
No, it's actually not true. I actually genuinely care about a lot of people. That's the one thing I have to fucking lose. That's the one thing I feel like if I fucking lose that, I will be actually successful. Because I do care about other people. I'll say kill yourself, go fall in a heroin pit. I'll say these things, but I genuinely don't want that for the people. And that's the thing that sucks. It's I wouldn't be able to. It kills you. It fucks you up. It literally destroys you thinking about other people.
Oh yeah, of course.
It fucking sucks because me and Luis have talked about it. How can you be a worker, a successful worker at a company that's fucking everyone over, right? How can you openly wake up with a smile on your face,
knowing that you're screwing fucking everybody
and
over.
You're gonna go work for BlackRock or something? It's if that was me, I would have killed myself or the CEO, whoever I can get to first, because it's there's just no way I can care about screwing. And that's why I sucked as a salesman sometimes. It's I know I'm fucking this person over, but because of that, it fucked me over.
Right.
And fuck everyone else. I shouldn't be fucking myself over. I should be fucking you over because you're too gullible to see the fucking problem that you're facing. Why do I have to watch your fucking speed bumps too? Right? That's the way it kind of should be.
Some people are not programmed to be that way.
I know.
That's why the elites and the billionaires and everything else are usually very fucking piece of shit people.
I know.
Because they're okay.
I need to be a piece of shit
They're
person.
okay with I'm gonna bulldoze the fuck out of the nobodies, the mom and pop shops or whatever, because I want what I want. And fucking more power to you when you can do that. I'm not that way. And it does kill you and it does suck.
You. It fucking
But
kills
it's
you.
Dude, I feel like I would not be able to sleep at night knowing that I just put some fucking some family. I don't know.
But you're sleeping on a fucking 20 grand Tempur-Pedic mattress with heated floors and cold floors.
True that.
You're gonna be jumping in your fucking Lambo going to this place.
It's Blood Diamond. Dude.
I think you could sleep on that though, right?
I don't think
That's
so.
the thing. It's
I guess I could. If I can sleep on a bunk bed, I can sleep on anything.
I'm not saying I'm gonna fucking kill someone to get $40.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying doing sales. You've never done sales.
No.
Doing sales, knowing that okay, I know this person for sure is going to buy this product, but I'm going to be hitting them with a 30% interest charge, right? Because their credit sucks. And that's not my fault, but I feel so fucking guilty because I know what that's going to do, right? I know what that's going to do. And it's so hard for me to be all right, they want you to go out there hey, if they got approved, they got approved. That's it. They got approved. Doesn't matter what they got approved for, but they got approved. So you have to go out there with a smile on your face, oh man, all right, we got you approved. We got 30% on this. For me to be happy and say you're gonna have a 30% interest charge on this $15,000 item that's going to bankrupt you, and then you're not gonna be able to put food in your daughter's mouth, and then she's gonna have to suck dick for money in fucking 7th grade. I think for me, it's I don't want you to get this item, even though I'm not gonna get $200. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's sales.
It's hard though too because it's that's hard because because you make a point. Because if you're struggling, why the fuck are you going to get approved somewhere for a materialistic
I know it's
thing?
I shouldn't look out for your stupid shit. That shouldn't be my job. I should be happy to be I'm gonna get $300 for you to get fucked, right? I should be happy for that because it's your fault.
Then again though, how many people are fucking us for $300, $400, $500, $600?
No one, because I'll never get sold anything. You will.
No, the government alone with the taxes. Every time you buy something, you're getting fucked left and right.
Of course, you're getting
screwed, and you don't even know. Like right now, someone's bending you over, having fun with you, and we. Oh
yeah, I know. The Idaho Department of Labor is definitely having fun with my cock and balls.
Right.
I know that.
You know what? Let's just fuck people. Okay, no, not like that, but like let's just like screw people over.
That's honestly, it makes life so much easier. If you're able to do it, but I think
hard. Honestly a lot of it has to do with...
That was a big issue for me.
How the fuck do a lot of Bosnian people have businesses and shit, dude? So many of them do.
Because all their businesses are, when you think about it, all their businesses are not really talking to people and just fucking doing something. Like a job.
Would it be
They're
hard
to do a job.
I wonder if it would be hard and successful to have a commercial building cleaning business. Because like when I went with to that, like, you know, that jet place, like cleaning is hard, obviously. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still like, not saying it's easy, but it's definitely, I feel like it's definitely a lot easier to clean commercial stuff than it is a residential property.
The problem is you're going to get lazy workers and you're going to have to go through complaints and this and that. And it's, I don't know.
Just fucking, I'm not
and it's
doing
like, is it something that you really enjoy? Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
no, but it's like, but I don't enjoy it, but it's like, dude, if I can get it started and now I'm making residual income off of your bitch ass working.
But if you can get to that point, you still got to put time and effort on it. We're talking about all this time and effort shit. It might not fucking work out.
True. I
guess you might put all this time and effort and spend all this money on these fucking things.
I guess I'll just work the job I'm working and then hope to God. Maybe I'll just invest all my extra money. Not me and doing like I wouldn't be doing it. Scott would be doing it, but that's another thing though. It's like I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's not, dude. I guess just live life, invest in fucking shit.
I think the best investment you can do right now, honestly, to everyone, I'm being genuinely serious right now. I don't know too much about investing, but I do know how to turn a profit on a lot of things. Okay? Or not a lot of things, specific things.
Okay.
I'm kind of setting my up on this one. I'm being genuine right here.
I swear to God, if you do something that's dumb and say something that's dumb, I'm gonna be
not
pissed.
At all. Okay. Not at all. There's investment opportunities out there all over the place. They've gone up aggressively in the past couple of years, but you only need one.
What?
You need one. You go to a store.
Okay.
You find the caliber of bullet that your gun owns. You buy one bullet. You put that gun into your mouth.
Oh, yeah, boy.
And you pull the trigger, and all your problems, I'm telling you right now, it costs 33 cents. It's not that much. 33 cents. And your problems will suddenly disappear. And they become someone else's problem, like cleaning people, police, detectives, family.
So really, you're doing job security.
Pretty much. Yeah, if we want to be nice to people, start killing yourselves, and you're giving a lot of money.
I thought you were for real going to go with something good.
No, I don't know shit about investing. Invest in nothing. Your life sucks. Everyone sucks. Do something that you want to do and you love.
I'm just gonna watch fucking TikTok, dude. I'm going back on downloading that motherfucking app because ever since I got rid of that app, my life has been fucking sad. Okay,
there you go.
That's it. My new purpose: TikTok watcher.
Look how tan I am. I look like a fucking black person. All this time I've been doing blackface. Okay. Look how tan I am.
Yeah,
it's good. Fucking bad. I look like Donald fucking J. Trump.
Look how white I am. And I went to Florida, dude.
Yeah. I was in fucking
Walla Walla, Washington.
I was in Walla Walla, Washington. I looked like I was fucking in Mexico.
Dude, I did not tan in Florida.
Look at this shit. Why the fuck is this blurring out? Fuck off, camera. You fucking suck. But like, all this is investments, man. Like the camera shit, that's like $1,000. Like it costs a lot of money to jump into this shit. Like I've spent like $5,000. Like all this stuff that I have, I've probably like almost fucking 10 G's. Out of fucking what money? Nothing.
How are you paying for it?
It's fucking KFC money from those days. Like it's all
Colonel
money.
Colonel Sanders sponsored all this. Fucking popcorn.
But no, it's
chicken.
like we're just working. But like instead of me, I'm gonna go take a trip. I can take a nice trip for $2,500. A nice trip to like Walla Walla, Washington. But no, it's like I'm gonna get a fucking computer instead, so I can play Tarkov and go to Tarkov and Tarkovia. And like like the rigs and this and all this stuff. That's the thing. Like if you have your own business and all that stuff, like you gotta spend money to make money.
Niche.
Niche.
Yet.
But I don't know. It's all fucked.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? But it's the same thing. Like so you got that tattoo, right?
Right.
But you could have put that tattoo instead of getting a tattoo. You could have put it into, like an illustration. It all depends. Like
That's true.
that's the thing. Like, what are you gonna what are you gonna do with your time and your money that you have on this earth? What are you gonna do with it? That's literally all it comes down to. When you have 5 minutes of free time, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna watch 5 minutes of bullshit Instagram videos, or are you going to share a post of your business that you're trying to grow? I know me. I'm gonna put that bullet in my fucking gun.
I'm gonna share the post and I'm gonna watch Instagram videos. Because I can do that in 5 minutes. I can just
sharing a post will take you 2.5 minutes.
Okay, then I'll watch 2.5 minutes of videos after that.
But yeah, it's like just that's all it is. Just what are you gonna do with your time and money?
I guess.
I'm gonna go fucking Taco Bell right now and fucking invest like $13 into
then you're gonna,
company.
Then you're gonna invest stuff into the toilet.
Exactly, but
residual shit.
Residual shit.
But you put shit in your body and
you got a stint. Invest in that. But we're back. You know, it makes sense that this episode is a bit longer than normal.
Yeah,
because we were gone for fucking 2 weeks.
We're gone. We're back.
You know what I mean? So fuck you guys. Just fuck off. Click the
subscribe, dude.
You just listen to us fucking how much we struggle on this shit, right? And it might look like that's the thing that pisses me off. I make my streams look better for the enjoyment of viewers, right? I want them to be like, oh, that's a cool, like, it looks nice, it's creamy in the background, it's a nice camera, all this shit. And then like, oh, like, you must have money, you don't need a fucking subscriber. No, I'm the one who needs a subscriber because I've put all my fucking money into this shit because I have no other money.
Right.
You know? And at the end of all this, I have to drive retards around Boise to actually make money to pay for all this shit that I'm trying to provide for you. And yeah.
I drive too.
And we are a retard, so it's like
blind leading the
blind.
blind.
We need to get away from the
TARS.
We need to get in just with people that are better.
Oh. Surround yourself.
No, that's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. You surround yourself with others. Like for
I
me,
can't keep up with them, dude.
With drift stuff. Like you surround yourself with other people and then you just like you become in that realm of things and that's that.
Okay.
You have to put yourself around the people that you want to be.
Okay.
Tim Dillon says it best. Lose all your friends.
I have 2.
If you want to be successful, lose all your friends.
I have 2.
Like childhood friends and stuff, lose them. It is true. All right, Victor Luis.
Peace out.
Guys. But that's it. That's all we got for you guys. Just have fun. Yep. Don't die. Don't kill people. Don't go shooting places up. Just fucking be happy. Like it's,
it could be worse.
It could be worse. So, thank you guys so much for joining us on episode number 76. 76, U.S., like 1776. This is the U.S. episode. American Dream.
American Dream.
American Dream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode. And click the links down below. I have a new video that just released. Go check that out. Link down below.
He's got an OnlyFans.
Go check that out. I do have an OnlyFans for my Gooch area. It's called DSEG20 Gooch. I don't know.
He's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, you need help?
Yeah, that's it.
I gave you a thumbnail thing.
What thumbnail thing?
Got them drifting away from drifting to a purpose.
Okay.